In a world where game queues are long, three idiots will babble on about nothing for your enjoyment. Will they be able to keep you from falling asleep? Probably not, but you're gonna listen anyways. This is The Waiting Queue. So welcome to the Waiting Queue podcast for the 1-5-15. I am here with
That's the worst intro ever.
Cross Knights and Relictae, and the best intro in the history of forever just played. But now we're here on the podcast.
Did you not run the audio file and you just said it
No.
out loud?
No, I was imitating it as it was going because I was...
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, welcome to the Waiting Queue podcast. This is the first podcast of the brand new year. Yay, everybody.
Oh, snap.
Cheer. Last podcast, I was gonna try to have a podcast right before the year ended, but laziness, so.
And by laziness, you mean I said, "Are you there?" and then you messaged me 3 hours later like, "I forgot about the podcast."
I was trying to mask it with laziness.
I know, I was trying to say the truth.
Oh, God, you truthers. And you old men grumbling in the background. These kids.
That's not... Truthers is different than telling the truth.
No, it's not.
Ugh.
Truthers are the truth. Why would they be named that if it wasn't? But yeah, welcome to the Waiting Queue podcast. What are we going to talk about this week? Have you guys thought about anything? Because I sure as hell haven't.
Oh, I heard that the Mighty Number 9 is pretty much finished.
Oh shit, where'd you hear that?
Apparently from this is the first I'm hearing about it. You just added that topic without saying anything like a stealthy stealth pen.
Well, I did, because that was the only thing I could find that was slightly relevant. But
It's not the thing that's like the Mega Man stuff?
yeah, it's a spiritual successor to Mega Man.
Made by the original creator and other people.
Probably is just piece of shit.
I really hope it's awesome.
I think
It
I
better
heard,
be awesome.
I think I heard somewhere that from somebody who got their hands on it. I'm not sure. This could be completely wrong, by the way, so take it with a grain of salt. But the person that said it said something like, it doesn't feel like Mega Man, and it doesn't feel as fun.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well,
like
that was
it doesn't feel very well done. Yeah, and then again, it could be an early build, too, like Relic said.
You know, usually you try to get all the assets working properly before you go back and smooth it out, you know?
Yeah.
So...
That's what beta
And
is for.
also, what brand of Mega Man was that guy a fan of? Was he fun with the more modern stuff or the old stuff? Or because that matters.
I don't know, I'm hoping it works out. I don't know how much money he had at his disposal for making it.
Quite a bit. They made a bunch of their stretch goals.
Yeah, well, hopefully it worked out pretty well then, because I like Mega Man, you know?
They got a lot of money. Yeah, that's the spiritual successor to Mega Man. And,
I even liked Mega Man once I started adding in the really ridiculous characters who nobody liked.
Dustman.
Vacuum
Dustman!
Man.
Was Cutman. Cutman was one of the original guys.
Oh, really?
Dustman's the favorite of mine.
Dustman is the worst. He has a vacuum on his face.
He's the greatest character.
Then there's also Pharaoh Man with the power of pharaohs or something like that.
Sand, I would assume, right?
No, he like shot lasers from his pharaoh head, or like.
Oh, so it's not even like scarabs? I would have liked scarabs. I mean, that would have been great.
That would have made sense. Yeah, maybe they crawl around the floor and blow up. That would have been cool.
Yeah, or you could just like throw one at your face and kill you instantly. I don't care.
There was Frogman. It was that one Mega Man that had all the stupid ones. Like they ran out of all the elements and they just started making crap up. So they had like Pharaoh Man, Frogman, and Dustman.
Chairman.
And Starman. Chairman. Just
Chairman. I have the power to make you fall asleep.
No, he's a CEO of a company, and he gets slave labor and tax cuts.
Oh, good. Yeah, we had a 20-minute conversation. It would have been great for the podcast, but let's not
like
repeat
two
it.
20-minute conversations about first YouTube's copyright system and how much they hate it, and also about tax cuts and companies
and how free Chinese labor is better than having real labor that you get taxed on.
Yeah, which I don't know how we got onto that now that I'm thinking about it.
I have no idea.
No.
But yeah, Blaze Trailer, I do recognize you from Steam, seeing as how your name was Blaze Trailer on both. So I kind of put two and two together. And then, yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody who showed up. Speaking of spiritual successors, there was indeed a new, I don't know if you guys heard about Nightcry. It's a spiritual successor to Clock Tower.
Oh, God.
Don't know what either of those are.
Oh, well, Clock Tower was like an old horror game with scissor.
Yeah, it was.
And
It was
apparently
horrible
it has a
and
live
great
action
at the
teaser.
same time.
Yeah, now it has a live-action teaser that was released, so you can check that out. Just search up Nightcry live-action trailer, and you'll probably find it, so... Yeah. There's
Okay.
that.
He bought,
So is
he
that all
bought
of our
Binding of
topics?
Isaac, yay!
Yeah, that's all of our topics. Thanks for showing up, guys. Thank you for joining me. This has been...
6 minute long podcast. Goodbye.
Can you really call it a podcast at that point?
Yeah, I
guess you
mean,
could.
yeah.
I want to play the Mighty Number 9 right now. I want to...
Well, you can't,
I want it.
because you're a nerd. So,
Damn it. Wait, but aren't I the perfect person to play it?
Nope.
Pretty much. No, here, let me I know you moved off that. I just wanted to talk about Mega Man for a little bit. The Mega Man series has been plagued by horrible redundancy and going on for too long. Like, Mega Man 6, I think, was supposed to be the last one, and then they made 7, 8, and 9, and they were terrible. Like, the storyline was supposed to go Mega Man X, then Mega Man Z or whatever happened after that, and then they just kept on adding more Mega Mans, and the ones they added that were extra were always terrible. And they released, I think it was like, they made a sequel for the original Mega Man series, like made an 8-bit graphics and stuff, and it wasn't as good. Like, the
Are you
level
talking
design
about
was
Mega Man
cheap.
9?
Yes.
I think that's the one that I played the most. It was on Wii, and I played that a lot at my friend's house.
I hated that game.
I don't know, I think that
Let me-
the storyline and the variety of the characters has definitely decreased in Mega Man, but I mean it's kept the platforming at least, like it still has the same feel.
My issue has been the newer games have worse level design. Like, in Mega Man 9, there's a lot of situations where if you didn't know something was there, you would die.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like,
I remember dying
the-
constantly.
Yeah. The original Mega Man, they had things that, like, if you didn't know it was there, it was very hard to avoid, but you had a chance in hell at least. Like, if you had fast enough gaming reactions, you would be fine. There's a huge difference. Like, that's just poor game design to make the character trial and error. Like, that's some Tomb Raider 2 BS.
Yeah.
Like, ugh. And
At least Tomb Raider
hopefully
makes
the Mighty
sense.
Number
I mean,
9 is
rating
like
a
that.
Tomb.
Hmm?
At least Tomb Raider makes sense since you're raiding something that she's, not familiar with at all.
Yeah,
it's like a
traps lady.
dangerous place. Yeah.
But some of the traps were so unfair. Like, they had the Indiana Jones rolling boulder, and, like, you
Well,
look
okay,
around to
Cross,
see the
I'm not going to
boulder,
make a
but the
trap that's
turning is
fair
so
for the person trying to rob me.
Yeah.
I was in the jungle, and those Mayans were dead. So screw them.
So I might as well rob them, grave robbing. That's not
Well-
illegal.
She usually doesn't take things, she's just looking at stuff.
Does she might pocket some stuff off screen. You don't know.
She'll take the Ankh so that she can put it in the Ankh slot and open the Ankh door, but...
Look, these are ancient tombs that they obviously don't want opened. They're not going to play fair to keep them closed.
But it's a video game.
To be fair, the Mayans were dicks anyway, so.
Plus,
Yeah, but
the
it's a
main
video
reason the
game
traps
that
were
makes
unfair
you
is because the
suffer.
controls were so bad.
Oh man. How much of a delay is there between you guys?
All right, I need to plug in headphones because it's hard for me to hear sometimes.
Okay.
Oh, but that'll ruin the Fraps recording.
What do you mean?
No, I'm not recording for Abs because Companion did a thing that made it so I don't need to anymore.
I was trying to make a joke.
Yeah, he's referencing how shitty Cross is at not corrupting his files on Fraps.
Oh, that wasn't my fault, damn it!
And thusly, 2 episodes of Awesomenauts that were really good
It wasn't-
have been lost.
It was
It
your fault.
wasn't
It was
my-
always your fault.
How could I have known that the HDMI cable was going to screw me by being a dumb cable?
Hey, it's
Dumb,
like
dumb.
Mega Man 9. You don't know, so you got screwed.
Exactly. It was bad life design. Like, they should have been a warning. I should have been able to see that coming.
Oh man. Well, how have you been, Relic?
Shut up.
It's 10 minutes in and we haven't asked how we're doing because we're already talking for half an hour.
You got a new laptop, didn't you?
Yeah, but I don't like the thing, so...
You said something about its RAM bottlenecking your processor.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it, though. I don't see why you're trying to make me talk about it. It's
Well,
not
Relic
interesting.
got a new
Okay, so-
I've already
laptop
talked about
from
it before.
Alienware.
I'm not going to continue to talk about it.
and
So Relicate's talking about himself. How are you doing, person in chat? You know how I'm talking. You just say in chat, and then I'll replace Relic's life.
what?
There we go. So that'll happen, and we'll just
Somebody-
talk to the people in chat and find out how they're doing. Instead
Somebody
of Relic.
asked
Look,
how is Relic
I
actually.
make it clear every time I talk to anybody. I hate questions like, hi, how are you, etc., etc.
Okay, hi is not a
I don't have time for
question.
pleasantries. I want to get
Hi
right into a
is
real
not a question.
conversation.
We don't have real conversations.
Hi, I'm not going to answer that. That doesn't...
That's what happens. You better follow it up with something interesting, or else it's not getting answered.
But that's a shtick, Relic. We have to ask people how they're doing every week.
Yeah, well, don't ask me. Unless you're going to follow it up with, did you get eaten by a bear yesterday? Because I'll make up a story.
So,
you know.
Relic, how are
No,
you doing?
but the answer is obviously no. What? But-
Yes, Cube. So last week I was at a national park, and there was a bear there, you see.
Oh, really?
And it challenged me to a boxing match. But I didn't know that, bears are notorious cheaters in boxing contests. And in about 20 minutes, I was in its stomach. Luckily, the Swiss were there, in the form of an army knife.
Oh.
So there you go. That was story time.
Did you have
There's
to
a
make a
few-
boxing
there's
ring
a-
out of the trees?
We just strung up
There's
some
a
ropes
few-
around. It's like, there we go. Let's go
There's a
back.
few things that make me doubt the story slightly, but like the
Well,
fact that you lasted
certainly
against a
Swiss
bear for 10
Army
minutes.
knife. The thing's like the best thing in the world.
Well, Relic rolled up into a ball to prove his usefulness.
Mhm. Look, I heard that if you're in the fetal position, you can't be hurt. That's what my mother always told me.
Hey, look, Blaze Turtle is doing great. You see how he answered it, and he didn't have to resort to stabbing bears outside of their stomach with Swiss Army knives?
He was inside of
No,
his
it's
stomach,
just
thank you?
your stomach.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone's listening to the podcast as they sleep, which means the intro didn't work. We didn't keep them awake. So that's a thing.
Well, no, it's a disclaimer in the intro. Will they be able to keep you
Well-
asleep? I mean, from falling asleep? I mean, probably
Probably
not.
Fair enough. I guess we were honest then.
Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't be able to type, though, So clearly they're not asleep. I mean,
So how are you, companion? How's the Colombian drug trade treating you?
Well, you weren't supposed to
Wait,
talk
that
about
was-
that on Streamcross.
see, that's the
I'm
questions that I
sorry.
want.
Well, maybe
I'll
Cross should
remember
host
for
then.
next time.
Now,
I'll remember for next time, Relic.
Yeah, let me give you a completely non-creative answer. It's going all right. It's pretty good.
All right. Okay. I know the down.
That's good. End of conversation. We're done here.
It's not the cocaine season yet. Next month I'll be importing a lot.
Dude, you're doing it wrong. The cocaine season is every day.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a white
There's never a day
Christmas.
that you go by that you don't pop some cocaine. Come on.
It's gonna be a white Christmas. But
In
yeah.
fact, yeah, Christmas is the best time for cocaine. It's white. There's white snow. Nobody knows.
I've been-
Officer pulls you over. I'm just collecting a brick of snow, man. Gotta put
Yeah,
it.
it's just snow. It's just snow.
You
Gotta
wanna-
put it around my tree. Gotta be decorative. Come on now.
He's like, hey, I'm thirsty. Could you toss me a block so I can eat it? Just takes a big old bite
Yes.
of cocaine. Just dies.
Refreshing. Die.
A delicious brick of. Snow.
How useful is Cross? Well, he can't make toast like some other Cubetron can, so. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not a
Cubetron's
toaster. That's true. A dirty, useless,
Toaster.
evil, genocidal
Like
toaster.
if you
Yeah.
tried to make toast, they'd either A, not even start cooking, or B, they'd burn it. So it's like, what's the point?
Hey, the Cubetron's Mark IV has finally got the whole burning toast down thing down. But it's taking
now
up more
instead of
processing
not
power.
processing the request, they'll just burn it now.
Well,
You upgraded them to burn the toast, is what you're saying. That's
yes,
great.
exactly.
They used to make
Look,
it
it's
well,
only
but
the
now.
first one of the iteration. I'm sure down the line, I'll get some improvements.
The plans for Cubitron Mark III were lost, so... I think during a processing, somebody just walked into the room, took them, walked back out.
Or maybe they just reset the program, so they forgot what they were doing.
Yeah. But to answer your question, Cross, I've been alright. Yeah, that's really it. I haven't been doing much except just sitting around making random YouTube videos. Trying to finish up Underhell, which I finally did.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Jeez.
After 35 parts and 14 hours, I finally did it. It's even more time, probably around 18 hours of editing and, you know, all that stuff.
That's like RPG length. Good
like
God.
24 hours probably of uploading, rendering, and all that.
Yeah, isn't your internet like really bad for uploading right now?
My internet is 0.7 upload speed. So, I mean, maybe
That sounds really great. Perfect.
It's really actually kind of terrible. But maybe it might be best if we have Cross host whenever he's on, or somebody else who can host.
This internet can get up to like 3 megabytes per second sometimes.
Upload speed?
Yeah. Oh, no, download speed.
What about upload?
I have no idea. There's no way for me to know that.
Speedtest.net.
Oh.
Really?
Really?
Yep.
You're
gonna do it now.
What? I mean, no. We're clearly doing stuff. Speed test.
Other than that, though, I had a scare last night of I thought my computer's motherboard just died out on me. Like everything stopped working for a second, and then my USB ports just died. So I shut it down, and I went on my phone and I checked to see what was wrong, and they're like, "Well, motherboard is probably dead because somebody else had the same problem." And he's like, "Well, shit, that sucks." And then I replugged everything into it, and I took it apart too. And then I reassembled it, and it started up again.
Don't you have your new computer? Why don't you spend that time assembling your new computer?
Because, first of all, laziness. Second of all, I have to get a USB stick, and I have to make a Windows 7, I think it's called a boot disk, or a recovery disk, I'm not sure the difference. But one of those two. And then I can install Windows 7 to my new PC, if something goes wrong.
Oh. So didn't it come in? So okay, so you just bought all the basic parts and like none of it was any like prepared at all. So okay.
Yeah, I just bought the pieces.
Man, you should just kill yourself now.
confusing.
It's just a waste of time.
Why is this measuring my speed of internet in miles per hour?
It'll sort out. It'll like come up to numbers at the end.
It did, and I have no idea what these numbers mean.
Well, tell me what they are.
58.9 download speed.
That's
And
really good.
okay, I thought it was really good. And then upload speed is 6.7.
You could stream with that internet easily.
Well, that's what you'd. I should try it again, shouldn't I?
With that internet speed, you could easily stream. You need about 3 upload to stream, minimum. You have double that, so.
I should try. Oh my god, maybe I could do my Rogue Legacy finally.
Well, there you go. Maybe your computer might not be able to handle it, though.
Yeah, I'm still convinced it was a RAM problem. So.
Well, great. I'll just throw you my RAM from across the world.
Oh, well, we might drive through Minnesota when we're going back to my own town.
Oh my
So
god.
just give me the RAM.
I actually would if you end up showing here. I have
Wait,
DDR2.
really?
I have 4 sticks of DDR2 on my computer that I'm not going to do anything with.
What gig per stick?
1 gig each.
Oh, that wouldn't work for me. I only have 2 slots.
Oh, what? That is ridiculous. What kind of computer only has 2 slots?
Also, it came with 1 stick of 2 and 1 stick of 1, so I don't even have an even number.
What the fuck?
So that wouldn't help me at all. I would have less RAM with that setup.
Oh my god.
Look, I got the computer for pretty cheap. It served me pretty well, but
I'm sorry, I was just surprised at the only 2 slots thing.
yeah.
That video has cats in it? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to bookmark that and watch it later. I will definitely check it out.
How would you feel if you had to do Xenogears LP again? I want to do it. What do you mean head to? Am I being forced to at gunpoint? I would phone it in. I'll tell you that when I read the dialogue. Take that.
Oh my god, a box is a
that'd be
cube?
terrible.
Hold on, I have to spoil things for no reason. And then- speaking of that, I finally got that episode uploaded, so parts of the waiting queue are going to go up now. So, those will be released. I know I've been holding them off for like the past 2 months, and that's because I've had to edit out spoilers on number 62 of the Waiting Queue podcast, but I think I have like 5 up now, including this one. So
Yeah, we're more responsible than the co-optional podcast. They just don't give a damn.
yeah. I mean, it might take like 30 days for us to get it out, or 60 actually in this case, but the spoilers are edited, so. And where are we from? I am from Michigan, as Relic says, and you guys want to say yours?
Oh, I was from New York, but now I'm in Arizona.
And then Relic is in Transylvania.
Close.
Well, it's the same difference, isn't it? Vampires. They're all vampires.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Vampires, wheat,
I mean, that's canon. That was on a past podcast, I think like the 30s.
restrictive
so, I mean,
voting
that's
laws.
Yeah, man. It's definitely canon. But no, Pennsylvania. And then Douglas is up in Canada. Just Canada.
Yeah, oddly enough, Douglas actually lived closer to me than anyone else when I was in New York. He lived closer to me than the other people that lived in the United States.
Yeah. What time is
Like,
it?
I looked at a map and I was like, are you kidding me? You're that close? That's ridiculous. Like, I could drive there in like 4 hours.
What time is it right now at your place? Because your time zone must have changed.
It's
It's
322
just
over
3:20
there.
right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you live in old
2 hours.
Buckus time.
Yep.
Now Buckus
Too
lives in
bad
my
Buck
time.
was left. Yeah. We switched. He fled Arizona to avoid me.
He doesn't live in your time cube. He lives in my time. He's in Florida. He's on Eastern Coast time.
Yeah, but every time we're in a Skype call and he's like, hey, what time is it for you? We're both the same exact time.
Well,
It
that
shouldn't
doesn't
be.
make
He's
any
supposed to be in
sense.
Florida.
No.
Maybe he lives in like some
What if-
stupid place.
Or did his parents just tell him he was in Florida and it was a lie?
He's not actually in Florida.
No, he's still in Arizona.
Man, it's really cool in Arizona.
That'd be great. No, I think he was like
They
on
just
the,
drove around in
the-
a circle.
I don't know. I'd have to look up our time zones again. But I think all of Florida is supposed to be in Eastern time, isn't it?
It should be, yeah.
I have no idea.
Maybe Buckus is just like really confused. He's living his life an hour off.
Maybe his computer is just set to some stupid time zone, because that can happen.
Well, he was in Texas for a while and all those other stupid places, so sure, it could be definitely.
God, we're fucking sitting here talking about time zones. Why does anybody listen to this shit?
Texas was
Seriously.
weird because we drove through Texas to get back here, and like it looked like normal. There was nothing crazy, and then we got a little bit lost, and we drove through this place that looked like an amusement park of Texas. Like what I would think as a northerner, what Texas was like. Everyone had like the 10-gallon pads, and we seriously saw a Native American sitting on a horse,
What?
just sitting there like with like feathers and stuff. And it didn't make any sense. There's like saloon doors everywhere. And then we went past it and it was regular again. And the only reason I don't think it was a dream is because I wasn't the only one who experienced it.
You entered the Twilight Zone.
I think so. I mean,
You'll
I
end up
saw
going
cell
back
phones,
there, and
so I
it'll
don't
be
think
all
we went
like
back in time.
it'll all like be broken down and all raggedy and condemned buildings everywhere, and you're like, this is where it was.
We
This is
might
what
have
I
been
once
abducted by
knew.
aliens and they put us back. That's also possible.
Man.
We did go through Roswell, New Mexico before we went there. We might have
Oh.
been abducted.
So you're probably not even here now. You're just an alien.
Maybe I'm in a computer center. Maybe I'm a ghost computer. Maybe
Oh
I
my
finally achieved ghost computation.
Yeah, maybe you transcended.
Yep.
Glorious.
Inside jokes. Inside jokes. Inside.
So we can talk about the
Watch
humble
Killing
bundle.
Floor to find out what these things are.
Did we explain
Well, the thing
it
is, we had already had the ghost computer conversation before the recording, so then it was an inside joke even in the recording because we
Yeah.
didn't explain it. We just kept on saying ghost. The idea was that we would all die and we wouldn't stop Let's Playing despite the fact that we were all dead, and we'd just have ghost computers. It's
and a
pretty much all
ghost
there is.
library. It's pretty shit, isn't it? Now that you explained
Yeah,
it.
and the Ghost Library.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it was more complicated than that.
It
But it
probably,
probably
wasn't. Yeah, exactly. We can talk about the Humble Bundle now. That's apparently this is some. Oh my god, these are really good deals. For $1, you can
Really?
get Duke Nukem 3D Megaton Edition,
What?
Shadow Warrior Classic Redux, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, and Volgar the Viking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then for $6, you can get Twitch Turbo 30-day subscription, Shantae Risky's Revenge Director's Cut, and Speedrunners and its DLC.
Now that's Speedrunners is a great game, but only if you have friends. Also DLC. What?
2 DLC packs, Speedrunners YouTuber packs 1 and 2.
Oh.
Yeah. Screw those DLC packs. Let's play as PewDiePie. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Oh, yeah, and then for $10, you can get Scapegoat 2 and XSplit Premium 3-month subscription.
Can I be Dodger? I want to play
Yeah,
as
I
Dodger.
think so, right? Doesn't she have that?
Are you serious? Wait, you're serious?
I'm not sure.
Are you serious?
But I think so.
I'd play as Dodger.
You can play the cat.
We could be Dodger and Jesse, Relic. It'd be great.
I
You
don't
be
play
Jesse.
Speedrunners.
No.
No interest in that game at all.
I love it. It's only good if you have friends, though. Like the online play is terrible.
Yeah.
Like, just random online play. You have to play with friends. It's the only way to play that game.
Yeah.
You need to hear their shrieks of pain as you grapple them off a cliff.
Meow, meow, meow.
Or
meow.
when they mess up a jump. It's the only way.
Yeah. No!
Yeah, it's like, ah! I remember I was watching one of Taz's old videos, and both of us got drills, and we're like, haha, and we somehow both fell off a cliff instantly because of the drill. Like,
I think I remember that.
we thought we were so great, and we're going to destroy them. And they were just like,
You can get really loud during that game, though. Like, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about, like, just in general. I get really
oh,
loud.
just the yelling.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I get pretty loud. Because then, it's so dramatic sometimes when you know you're going to die.
Yeah.
I love it.
But, I don't know. We ran out of topics halfway through, and no.
No, there's a topic
Halfway
up there.
through,
but
we ran off the first 6 minutes.
That
shit.
favorite games of 2014, there's a problem with that in that I don't usually play games the year that they're made.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, I'm gonna if I was gonna answer that, I have to go with Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Like that's the only game that I played that was new.
That's what I assumed you were going to say, to be honest.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. It
It
took
is good.
everything of the original game and just polished it.
It is damn good. What about you, Relic? Do you have a favorite game of 2014?
I don't do those things. I
What
wouldn't
about
be
just
able
it
to
doesn't?
without
Let's
all my games.
yeah, let's say it doesn't need to come out that year. But is there a game that you didn't play until 2014 that you really like?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Again, I would have to
Yeah.
look at all of the games that I've played and be like, okay, well, I like this. You know what I mean? Like
So nothing
offhand,
comes to mind.
Nothing comes to mind like right off. No.
Not
mean, I
War of
really
the
like-
human. That's,
And War of the Humans, particular genre taste, but that's still I can't say that they're the best game from 2014 because I haven't looked at all the mechanics of other games and whatnot. So, like, it may have just
Well,
been
no one
because it was
can.
such a striking game that I personally think that I
Off
give
the
it the
top
benefit
of your head,
the doubt.
what's a fun game then?
yeah, but I think that's all the question is asking, really, because no one, even like game reviewers, no one's played all of the games of one year. It's impossible.
Yeah, but like if you really liked something, you're gonna give it the benefit of the doubt, and you might later on be like, that wasn't really my favorite game, you know?
Well, that's fine though. I think that's fine for a question like this.
I don't
It's
know.
a shitty
War of the Human
podcast.
Tanks-
Just answer the shitty question.
Well,
I said- I
War of
gave
the
you
Human
games.
Tanks confused me though. Because I still don't get if they're sentient or not.
They are sentient. They're just retarded.
But that
They're
makes
all
no
very
sense because they're made in they're made in a garage and stuff. Like you can just make them.
Look, it's Japan, all right. They have weird scenarios in pretty much every game.
Ugh.
I'll say my favorite game idea of 2014 was what was that game where you had the little baby kids and you gotta do shit with them. That was my favorite game idea, whatever that
don't
game
know
was
what you're
called.
talking
I think I remember
We
you
talked
and
about
Cross,
this once.
yeah, shenaniganing about it.
Wait, the Star Kids or whatever?
And then there's a
Yeah,
Sally
that
Port
one.
too.
That's my favorite game idea of 2014.
I'm pretty sure that was back in when we first. That was like the fourth podcast. So that would have been
That was like
2013.
2013, yeah.
Well, whatever.
Yeah,
There's a second one. Whatever the case, that's my favorite game idea
Look.
of all time.
That you mean the one that I came up with? Because
What do you
what
mean?
I thought it was not what the game actually was. I thought that you had sex and had children and made them like throw fireballs, and that's not what happens. Apparently,
That's pretty much what happens. You're supposed to go to a box and essentially make a kid with another person, and then they do shit for you. It's pretty much what you said. It's just It's more PG.
We should have an
Child
X-rated
labor.
version.
that's because
no,
you
that's
told
called
me in the
hentai.
description. You were just like, yeah, and then you make a kid with a machine. I call it a bed, which it was. That was that's when I was like, wait. But apparently it's not a bed, which makes it way lamer. Ugh. No.
No, it's just some random ass box. But still, the idea of just making kids and using them as shopkeepers / soldiers, yeah, I'm totally in on that.
Child
Sunset
slavery.
Overdrive. I've heard about Sunset. I saw a video of it and I really want to play it, but I don't know anything about it. Oh, it's a console game, isn't it?
Sunset
Yeah, I think
Overdrive,
Sunset
yeah.
Overdrive is for PS4 and Xbox One, isn't it?
I think it's an Xbox One exclusive.
Is
Pretty
it?
sure.
No.
Yeah. Some people explained it
If so,
as
it's
Jet Set
really
Radio
inferior.
with
I
like, a
know.
more modern
I want to
twist.
play it so badly, but I'm never going to get an Xbox.
Yeah, instead of like spray painting things, you're shooting monsters.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and good
I
luck
would
dropping
love this game.
$500 on an Xbox One just for some game that you might
Yeah,
not even
like-
like.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Man, Relic, this person would like to see you play Call of Duty with no cuts.
What? What does that even mean?
Like, no editing.
Why would I do that?
Should
Like, am
I
playing
play
PvP
Call of
or am I
Duty with
playing
no
the
cuts?
story?
You know, Call of Duty Black Ops 1 actually had a good story. I enjoyed it.
But like, do
My
they want no
girlfriend's
cuts on
actually-
PvP, or-
My girlfriend's actually really good at Call of Duty, but that's not my thing.
She
And
probably
I don't know,
calls
I
you
feel
noob.
weird. I'd feel weird putting Call of Duty on my channel.
After hating on it for so long.
Yeah, that's like, well, the only thing I can never put on my channel is Minecraft, because then, like, then I'd be a hypocrite, because I literally said I would never do that. I don't think I ever said I'd never do Call of Duty, it's just, I'm not a first-person shooter guy.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I mean, if you play it, you know, on like normal or something, you could just boss through it and be like, "Yep, that's Call of Duty."
Or even
Are there
easy.
free Call of Duty games?
Free
I don't know.
ones?
I
I
don't
think
know
if
if
you
they
have
have
an
a-
Android, you can go onto the Google Play Store and there's like a social game Call of Duty thing.
What?
Doesn't that sound good?
Do you trade bullets with, like, people who are playing the real game?
I'm not sure.
Like, you barter with them?
Yeah, give me an empty mag. I'll load it for you.
Yeah. It'll take 3
And
days
then
to come
every
back.
every 6 hours you get more duty points, and then you can sell more bullets.
Yeah, I haven't played Black
Ugh.
Ops 2.
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
talking
I
I
stopped
haven't
playing
played.
Call of Duty at like Modern Warfare. I think the first one, because I was just like, "This is dumb. Why the hell do I want to play with like super, you know, advanced crap and night vision goggles? Screw that."
The one that I played the most was Black Ops 1, and that's, in my opinion, the most fun I've ever... I mean, the best Call of Duty game that there was. Because it had, like, the zombies that they hadn't yet gone too far with it, but they, like, iterated on World at War zombies to make it fantastic and really fun to play. And then they had the multiplayer, which was fantastic and really fun to play. If it
I
was
don't know.
your
I
thing.
prefer the multiplayer of World versus War or World at War.
Multiplayer
The
for
old
World at
school
War was
weapons.
also really good. I think they did the multiplayer better in World at War just because the era that they chose.
Yeah, I really like old school weapons. You know, it's not, you know, just hold down button, spray bullets, and yeah, you got to kill.
You got the M1 Garand. Oh shit! There was this early access game about like trench warfare
Yeah,
in
it's
World
for
War
dude.
One or Two, that
Yeah,
is...
it's Verdun.
What?
It's Verdun.
Oh,
It's the game's name.
well, I heard it's really good. They were talking about it on the Co-optional podcast, and like, instead of joining a server, you join a squad. So then games are almost never like one-sided, you know, because then squads fill up really fast, and then servers auto-balance squads between the teams.
Yeah, it's World War I trench warfare. You know, it's all about that.
I was
trench
thinking about
warfare.
buying
And
that.
it's
just
actually
because it
pretty
sounds
scary.
awesome.
I was watching someone play it, and if you hop out of the trench, you're pretty much killed
Yeah,
instantly.
yeah, no, it's just like World War One. Like, you are probably going to die if you peek your head up, and if you live, you're really lucky. So, I might buy that.
Yeah, once that game's up for early access, I'm totally gonna pick that up because that just seems too good.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm terrible at at PvP of first person shooter PvP. Like, I'm terrible at that crap. But if it's old school weapons and it has the right feel, yeah, I'll play it.
Yeah, and then he said like the Japanese are terrible at defending points, but they can capture them pretty easily because they have an ability where they can charge at the American soldiers, and then the American soldiers get this like suppression thing or like fear thing, so it's harder to shoot and see. So they can capture.
And the Japanese have katanas.
I think actually the leader of the squad can pull out a katana and charge, and then they go at the same
my
time
God.
with them. Yeah.
I've never heard of
that's
any
awesome.
of that. But that would seem more World War II because weren't the Japanese only like I don't know what part they played in World War One, but I
That's
don't
what he
recall
said.
them
He said that they
charging
could charge.
any Americans in World War One.
So, I mean, I'm not sure.
I mean, if it's World War II, there's no point in trenches then, because World War II wasn't really a trench fest.
Yeah, you had tanks and airplanes and naval warfare.
But World War II is more to me where you get the bonsai charges from the Japanese, because I mean Pearl Harbor was World War II.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what part Japan played in World War One. Someone should say what they've done in World War One.
I don't know, because, yeah. Yeah, zombie mode in Black Ops 1, in my opinion, was the best zombie mode out there. But, yeah, but it's basically just a not as good version of Killing Floor. So.
Wasn't Black Ops 1 the one that starred Mason?
Do you mean Tank Dempsey?
No, not the zombie mode, just the original story.
Are you talking about, like, the guy in the chair?
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
What do the numbers mean, Mason?
Yeah, exactly. That was my favorite.
Stupidest story ever, I'll say.
That was my
That was
favorite
so dumb.
campaign, man. My favorite.
God, that storyline was so fucking retarded
Otherwise,
to
you're
me.
just like generic soldier number 537 going out around shooting people.
Yeah, but I mean, like, God, the stuff they tried to pull in that was so ridiculous.
I thought
There was one thing. I don't want to say it because it's still kind of a spoiler to it, but there is one like shocking revelation that was awesome. They did that one great, but
Exactly.
So Japan was in World War One. They basically defended against Germany, and then just like took over large parts of China. That's they used it to take over China. Apparently, that's
Nice.
kind of great.
Nice.
wait. So what side were they on then?
Well, they fought against Germany. They basically defended against them, and then they
Germany?
took over China. So I don't know.
What? But Germany wasn't. Germany would have to take ships and go halfway around the world to invade Japan.
Yeah, it says they defended the South Pacific and Indian Oceans against the Imperial German Navy.
Oh,
Look,
okay.
All of the information I gave you was from one paragraph of Wikipedia. I refuse to do any more research than that. But
Oh no, I thought you meant like the Germans landed and like charged Japan. I was
Oh,
like, that's
yeah.
fucking-
the extremely strategically important tiny island nation of Japan was their goal.
But of course.
So
Yes.
Japan was kind of just on their own then, because I mean I don't know if they can get counted on the
Yeah,
Allies.
It's they just took over. That's when they gained influence over China. That's why they were so powerful in World War II. It's because they did stuff in World War One. They're just like,
Well,
yoink.
in World War II, they just decided, hey, let's attack the Chinese. And the Chinese were like, shit, let's get on our bikes and ride. fuck this.
What? I don't think that's what happened.
I would explain the very specific scenario I'm talking about, but I think it's better this way.
Yeah, it kind of is. The entire nation of China just moved to the center on bikes and left like thumbtacks in the road. Like, you can't follow us, sir.
Your bike tires will get popped.
It's crazy nowadays that China's like undisputably like one of the top dogs now in the world. But like in World War II, they were just stomped by the Japanese.
I'm not saying they took over the entire continent of China. Jeez. They just...
They just took
not a
large
continent.
parts.
Yeah, Japan made, like, in World War II especially, Japan got really deep into China. They took a lot of stuff. And raped a lot of women. And did a lot of bad things.
Genghis Khan, man. He was
They were the
World War
modern day
II.
Genghis Khan, yes.
Yeah.
Their emperor probably came out on his own accord and just started, doing war atrocities
They were
himself.
imperial, like, led by basically dictator in World War II, weren't they?
An emperor. They believed he was a deity, right?
Yeah, it was
Isn't that
basically
what's
North Korea.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, I don't know if they say Kim Jong-un is, God or anything
I'm
like that.
pretty sure they do. They, like, worship that guy.
They basically perpetuate the fact that he's responsible to certain miracles.
Well, that's
Start out
okay.
with,
I mean,
like-
as long as they aren't saying he's, our Lord and Savior, Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-il.
But they do, though. Like, they
Yeah,
kind of do.
yeah.
Well, then
like,
they're
their
fucked.
religion
he's
is
like a
basically
fat kid,
worship him.
Like, he's a fat kid who isn't active at all athletically. Like, that's
That
the worst
happens to
deity.
be God.
Yeah, man.
I want, like, a strapping young stud who looks sexy.
like
To
Kim
carry
Jong-il.
me on his back and lead me to the promised land.
Hold me, Aaron. I mean, how do you say Aaron? Aaron? The Aaron race,
Hey, Hitler! Let us ride on your back in your shopping cart, yeah! Hitler wasn't even, like, an Aaron. I mean, come on.
No, he wasn't. But somebody
He
had to make it
picked
go.
this random grouping of people and he was like, these guys, these are the sex appeal. And he was not part of it.
Man, this is
He got
such
away with it.
great gaming talk.
Why
isn't
am
it?
I looking at a picture of the German army on bicycles? What is...
Because,
This is real?
dude, in
What
World
the-
War I and II, bikes for the shit, man.
This is hilarious.
Bike brigade, roll out! But then just start
Oh, boy.
hitting their bells.
Ding ding. No, the dinging. Run.
Oh my god.
What was
American Warfare 101. When you hear the dinging, run. means the bike brigade's on its way.
Did we lose companion? Yeah.
I mean, if we lost companion, the
I-
call it drops, so.
Well, I heard some ungodly noise in the back room that I can only assume was one of his relatives, and then he went, "Oh God!" So it sounded like "Hi cheese." Someone said "Hi cheese" in a weird voice. That's what I heard. Rewind to disseminate.
So is this didn't come in and smack him with the baseball bat then? Because that just ruins my night.
I don't know. That being said, now that Companion's gone, I would like to talk about Freedom Planet. Is that what it's called? I think so. There's a game that I did a demo for while it was being kickstarted a long time ago, and I was kind of looking forward to it. And apparently it came out really recently on Steam. And I would buy it to say how good it is, but it's like $15, and that's a little bit, that's pushing it for an indie platformer game. Like, that's more than, so I'm going to wait for it to go on sale, but eventually I will probably try to get it. Unlike what Douglas said, it's not just completely Sonic the Hedgehog. It's obviously very Sonic influenced, but there's a weird combat system involved. There's some pretty dynamic boss battles from what I see. There's a storyline. Furries will
You're
probably
interested
like
in
it.
the game. Watch Cross's demo of the old version.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about.
Shut up, companion. You're
Yeah.
still dead.
Well, goodbye, guys.
Did your relative just say hi cheese? Wait, he's dead. Well,
Whoa! I'm sorry. That was
All
just
I
my
heard-
fat folds with air escaping from between them.
woo! All I heard was someone go hi cheese, and then you're like, oh god, and then you were gone.
That was my sister being obnoxious.
Why did she say hi cheese?
She wanted to ask me a stupid question, but no, go on with your with your shenanigans.
Oh, I was just telling people that it's out if they saw my video and were interested. But yeah, it's just it's,
video. We're driving traffic towards it.
yes, I shall get all the 5 more views.
Man, if Nero
Yeah.
was here, then he would have
Jerks.
he would have linked it by now.
Yeah, but he's not. But you play as like either a dragon girl or a green cat girl. It looks like oh god, if this got popular, the fan art's going to be terrifying. I'm realizing. Whatever. I had a lot of fun with the demo. That's why I'm talking about it, because I think it could be a pretty cool game. So yeah, was yeah. I just want to mention it. Beep, beep.
So, I mean, my top favorite game of 2014. I've thought about it a little bit, and other than the obvious choice, Portal, it would
Awesome.
probably be either Awesomods.
You can't pick.
Yes, I can. It's Portal. It's either Awesomods or The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I'd have to go with either of those. Wait, no, Bioshock Infinite came out last year, didn't it? Like 2013.
Yeah, and Awesome Nuts also didn't come out in 2014.
Well, God.
Came out in
I'll-
2012.
I'll go with Rebirth then. Fuck.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. Wolfenstein: The New Order was also a really good game that I watched a Let's Play of.
Mm-hmm.
That might be up there too.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, there is that.
Yeah. Well, we've got 13 minutes left. Do you want to do channel stuff, or? 'Cause I don't.
Yeah, we can.
I mean, that would be weird.
So what's going up on your channel, Buckus?
I don't have
Well-
a channel on Buckfish.
That, what kind of podcast impression was that?
Alright, fine.
That's fine.
I haven't talked to him in a while, damn it.
You forgot his
Well,
voice.
on my
Wow.
channel,
I
we
have-
have
damn
the
it, I
works
haven't done a
of
good channel.
the late great Kurt Cobain. He was a fine chap,
Shotgun
and
ring.
I let's play his songs.
Copyright immediately. Jesus.
Yup. What about you, companion?
Wait, was that literally your? Okay.
That was my butt kiss
That was the
impression.
Buckfish impression.
Well, I think. Let me think here. I'm finished up Underhell, but I still have to do the house, so that's gonna be another couple of parts. So I'm still not technically finished with Underhell, but I will be soon. So the house parts are gonna go up. I'm not sure exactly when. And then I got I posted the finale of Fear 3 co-op with Relic, like the day after I posted the finale of Underhell Chapter 1. But now I got multiplayer for that, so that'll probably be going up. So more of the same, probably some Sword of the Stars of Pit. And I'm thinking about dipping into Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. But here's the problem about starting a new Let's Play. When I'm going to build a new computer. What if something messes up and I lose all of the, like, save data?
Well,
For your
you
previous
have the
ones.
old, you still have the old computer, so...
Yeah, but no, I'm going to use the same hard drive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's just silly, man.
Well, why don't you just make sure that you don't have anything to edit, and just hope that doesn't happen. If it does, you're going to have the videos on YouTube. You could always re-download them, so you have them.
Or, I mean, are you using the external or are you using your internal?
I'm going to use my internal for my new PC.
Well, you
was
could
thinking
just
about
start
just,
recording these with your external then, and problem solved.
Well, I mean, I do record with my external. It was just, no, I'm talking about, like, the game saves and stuff like that.
You could toss those to the
Oh.
folder and throw them in your external too every time. Like,
Yeah, I was thinking about just, like,
and if it
backing
has
up
Steam
everything.
Cloud Sync, you're fine too. So
Yeah, there's a lot of games that are on the cloud if you're talking about Steam stuff. Like
That is
Isaac.
true.
Isaac just works no matter where you are.
yeah.
That's true.
Mhm.
Will I play Chapter 2 when it comes out? I assume you're talking about Underhell, and yes, I will jump on that very soon, very much sooner than I did Chapter 1, because I didn't know Chapter 1 was going to be, like, as it was, you know?
Great analysis there. Thanks, man.
I'm great at explaining things. I should put that in my job description. fantastic at explaining things.
Please make me, the guy who just presents every new thing that you have.
Please make
I'll
me
make
that
it work.
Make me
that one
the guy
one
that explains the end of Dexter. What?
Oh shit. Yeah, that's that. What about you, Cross?
Binding of Isaac and Scribblenauts, and I have one episode of Awesome Knots. It should be 3, but apparently if I put my headphones in, I can't record Skype calls, which I didn't know until now, and now I do. It's all because of that stupid Lara Croft life design. Got screwed up. And we had 3 episodes. We won 2 and lost 1, and the one that I'm recording is the one that didn't go so well because I was being Scoop. And then that jerk friended me after saying that I was bad.
I think it was still a great episode, though, wasn't it?
You did really well on that episode, Relic.
I thought we had a pretty good run with that one. I mean, the guy was a total dick, but the wombo combo.
But he wombo comboed me. We only got one wombo
perfect.
combo.
I mean, you're the one recording.
Yeah. That was terrible. I died in the first 30 seconds.
You know what you could
instantly.
do? You could take the awesome kills from the first 2 games and put them together.
It's too late. I already deleted the footage and sadness.
Well, great.
But I don't want to do that anyway. That'd be terrible looking through all that. Ugh.
What? No commentary? Just Awesome Knots footage?
But
it's creepy because
one special kill where the slow-moving mine hit my head.
Oh yeah.
Or was that?
I think that was in the one that I'm keeping though.
Oh good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, then it's mine.
So we're
Something
good.
else good.
Did you do what you said you were gonna do?
Yeah, but it's just creepy because you could still hear me talking. It just sounded like I was talking to myself, so it was weird to listen to.
I mean, it's not like anyone wants to hear Companion and my parts of the conversations. Come on now.
That's what I was thinking.
I think they do when I'm talking to you. If I was just talking, it'd be different.
Nobody wants to listen to us.
No,
Yeah,
one-sided
they do.
conversations are all age now. I mean, Dodger does it all the time. I'm not lying at all.
She talks with her cats.
All right, but that's different. You know what the cat side of the conversation is. It's silence or growl. There's no...
I mean, I could be a cat.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. Everything's done.
Is it
I
though?
don't know.
We still have 8 minutes.
So...
If you guys have any questions in chat, you can ask. But
Okay.
yeah. I mean, what's your guys' future plans? Long-term future plans?
Man, I mean, I would love to just touch a butt sometime.
Oh my god, that's
certain
mine
butt.
too. We have so much in
A
common.
very specific Michigan butt.
Too bad you don't know anybody in Michigan, so that's unfortunate.
Oh, can I just address
Yeah.
something? All right, so I just added Blaze Trailer to my Steam thing because I know him, but he's in the chat right now. But I've been denying Steam requests in general because I've gotten to the point where I was just getting too many Steam friends and I didn't know who they were. And actually, this isn't even the forum to talk about it. How many people are listening? 10? Yeah, never mind.
Don't worry, 20
mind.
people watch the podcast.
That's true.
Might as well continue
I'm
with
sorry.
it.
Unless I completely know who you are already, I'm not gonna add you. So sorry.
The better format for this is just to make a little video.
Well, I am gonna mention it in my FAQ thing, so I should just save it for then. It reminded me because he just added me, but I accepted because whatever. But yeah.
Well, what is love, Cross?
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me
hurt
no more.
You know, the first time I heard that was from an Eminem song. I was really
What?
confused.
Were you drunk?
Yeah, that's from an Eminem song. Eminem.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think
It's a
it
song
is.
from the 80s. That means he sampled it.
Oh, shit. Egg on my
That's
face.
it.
Egg all
Yeah.
over my face.
It's a song from the 80s.
Man.
There's a whole SNL skit based on it where these guys would be lame at a bar and they just bob their heads and try to pick up chicks. And they'd it was great. And then they'd appear in Pamela Anderson's hot tub. What?
Well, I mean, I think I'm gonna end the podcast here. I mean, we are not interesting right now at all. And
Yeah, we are.
no, we're not.
Didn't you
Yeah,
just hear what
dude.
Cross said? I mean, that was perfect.
I'm
I
depressed.
don't even know.
And I'm dying slowly.
Well, first, everyone listen to Hadaway's "What Is Love," and then you will understand the true power of what is love.
well,
Uh-huh.
you know,
Thanks for that.
to wrap up everything on the podcast, this has been a good year for the podcast. We grew pretty fast, I guess.
We did.
throughout the- well, I mean, no, but like we grew higher.
Well, we
than
have
I expected.
103 favorites.
Yeah.
When did we go over 100?
I think a couple podcasts ago. We've been
Hmm.
slowly gaining. But yeah, we grew more than I thought we would have. We get about 20 views per podcast on the Wade and Q YouTube channel.
Hmm.
So thank you guys for that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, thanks for watching, everybody.
Maybe next
How are we
week
doing in comparison to Drive Not Found?
I think Drive Not Found is about 110 or so.
Okay.
So
Yeah, but Draft Not Found is streaming way more often than this. I
yeah,
mean,
that's true.
We have more views than Drive Not Found, though, which is kind of depressing. We shouldn't. Oh, well.
It's just. Well, yeah.
yeah, but maybe
Thanks for
next
watching.
time, like we say every time, we'll maybe have more. We'll maybe have topics. You know?
Yeah, hopefully next
Just-
year will be a good year.
2016?
Next year, I don't wait till 2016 to get good topics. Come on.
Damn it.
We will have topics by 2016, I assure you.
Probably not.
We will
But you
not
are
go
gonna
through
listen
our entire
anyway.
load in the first 6 minutes next year.
Well, yeah. Thanks for
We'll
watching
use more
throughout
of
the
it.
year of 2014, guys. Hopefully 2015 will be another great year for the WinQ podcast. And if you guys have any suggestions for anything about the podcast, then meow at me. But yeah, this has been the WinQ podcast for 1515.
You
The
stupid fuck.
The fifth. Wow, I just completely lost my mojo there. Jeez, thanks, Relic. The first podcast of the year 2015. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will catch you next time. Watch Z Nation, by the way, because that's a pretty good television show. Z Nation. Goodbye.
Terrible.
Thanks for joining me, Relic and Cross.
No problem.
Oh.